Good morning, good evening and good afternoon. We have a good one for you today. After almost 6 years here, I will share all of the wisdom I learned from Irish people. With, of course, one and only, the Irish people.
Hello, I am the Irish people.
Now, she doesn't even know what's on my list. There is 12 things. So we will talk about that, have a walk because we're too tired to go to the city today. And if you stick by the end of the video, I will show you a thief. As you all know, some of you know, I work in a grocery shop and we had a thief the other day. So I have a both video of him stealing and running away, and I have his photo, so why not shame him to the ground. Without any delay, number one, I will call that one It'll Be Grand. People like that way of thinking here. For a country who went through a lot in its history, it is amazing how optimistic Irish people are, and It'll Be Grand is just a state of mind here. Not everyone, of course, but I would say most of the people. Agree or disagree?
Totally agree. It's a phrase we'll use because it'll keep us going through life because it will be grand no matter what happens.
Yeah, the glass is mostly half full here because why not? Comparing to Croatia, where I lived before I moved here, the difference is striking. Comment section, do you agree or disagree?
We need to get t-shirts for Croatia and just write, it's our shirt, it's grand, it'll be grand.
It'll be grand. Number 2, it is okay to talk to strangers on the street without apparent reason. It is completely expected that if you're just waiting for a bus or having a pint or doing anything, someone will start a conversation with you, and they have a special ability to summarize their life in 90 seconds. They will tell you everything you need to know about them so you could continue chatting with them.
It's a skill not everyone can master. We've learned this from birth. We literally fell out of our mothers with small talk. It's the only way forward in life. It's like 2 minutes ago there talking to a wee gentleman that's got out of his car and just started chatting about the weather. And it was great. I love that. I love striking up a conversation with a stranger. It's the best thing about a day.
Do you do it? Comment section. 3. Everyone here knows all of the most important decisions in the family are made over a cup of tea in the kitchen. You're angry, make a cup of tea. You're confused, make a cup of tea. You break your kettle, you take a saucepan and make a cup of tea. It's just a natural reaction here. Family is very important to Irish people, as it should be. So everything in the family, I would say all of the major discussions are held over a cup of tea in the kitchen.
Even if someone dies, the tea will always be brought out. And yes, conversations with mom and dad are definitely a regular occurrence.
A regular?
A regular, like every day for at least a minimum of an hour.
That's not a joke. She talks to her mom at least for an hour. It's usually much more than that on a daily basis.
I think I couldn't imagine my life not texting either my sister or my brother or my mum or dad. It's just life. You just have to. Not that I have to actually, it's just because it feels right. It has to be done.
So all of you who doesn't live in their home countries, how often do you talk or chat or type to your family? Tell me, because I just want to know, because we're very, very different in regards to that.
He needs to start daily chats. You would not regret it. I highly recommend it.
That's not going to happen, but tell me what you do. Number 4 is a magical one. You can visit a Blarney Castle in County Cork, where you can kiss a magic stone which will give you a gift of eternal eloquence. Did you do it?
Of course I did. I kissed that rock to death. I licked it as a child. I have the blessing of the gab.
If you're in search for wisdom, yeah, there's a magic rock in Ireland that will help you out.
You should all lick the rock.
Now, I didn't go there yet. I will, but I will be kissing that stone sooner or later.
Don't worry, I'll hold his legs to get him down into it. He doesn't know the
Oh yeah, you need to be upside down or something, yeah?
Yeah, don't worry, I won't drop you in.
Well, you need to explain that to people.
You just kind of have to be shimmied into it, like, just gently. Shimmy down into it and then you give it an old pogue. Irish or kiss.
Another completely normal thing is to go for a walk at evening, even though it's raining. We all know the stories about Irish weather, the legends, the myths. It's all true. You could have 4 seasons in one day, but it also means whenever you decide to go for a walk, you don't know what will happen. So you need to be ready, and then just go. It's normal. Which, in my opinion, also translates to their facing adversities in life also, because they are very sturdy and hardy people, and they are all the time ready for anything.
I'm bloody ready right now. I have a cardigan, a jumper, a scarf, I have a pair of pants, a pair of tights, and I have a rain pants and a rain jacket in this bag.
I'm laughing, but it is It is what it is.
You need to be prepared for everything in life. I also have my wallet, I have my keys, I have a torch, and I have a first aid kit.
You have a first aid kit.
You never know, you might fall and kill yourself on that walk.
We're
Prepared.
a minute and a half away from our house, just so you know.
And I'm equally enjoying our little stroll in the wilderness today. It's nice and quiet. We needed this. Step away from the city.
There's a saying that goes something like, if you're swimming in a small pond, behave. And what I mean by that is Ireland has a population of approximately Boston, if you want to talk US terms. So that means that big cities like Dublin are not actually that big. So if you're a runner, for example, there's a pretty big chance you will meet a lot of runners in Dublin. If you're in IT, you will meet a lot of IT persons. What that means is you end up knowing most of the people in your, let's call it a field, hypothetically of course, but it also has its downsides, which is if you fuck up, everyone will know. Even worse, if you want to call it worse, in Galway, because it's even smaller. But what do you think?
Well, that's what Behaviour says now, because it's no word of a lie. You'll always run into someone you know. I ran into my friend in Australia, and I ran into someone I knew from Galway in Qatar airport. And so yeah, it's always wise now to keep your shit together and not to be acting the fool all the time.
Acting the fool. That's another thing they like to say, acting the fool.
Or horseplay.
Now this one I like a lot. It's never just one pint. If you go for a pint, it's never just one, because I mean, what's the point, right?
True. We have a saying. We have one for the road, one for the. Hold on, let me start again. One for the road that wasn't taken, and one more for when you get home. It's kind of like a small saying. I don't know if that's actually
Told you I like that one.
an Irish one, or is it just one my family made up?
So it might be an O'Rourke original.
It could be original.
The next one is, while you're doing that one pint, it is accustomed, I would say, to blame the government for everything.
Oh Jesus, yeah, it's their fault. Everything is their fault, and what's going on now in the country is a joke. I blame the government.
It is, yeah. I think that's not just Irish people, but yeah, it is like that. It is the only thing you will hear.
It's true, they're drilling us into the ground. That clown there up in Dublin.
The clown in the
And
Dublin.
they're spending how many millions on flip-flops there? The bloody RTE people, another crowd of gangsters.
Flip-flops?
The RTE people. They were...
I don't know what she's talking about now.
I'll film in, but any of the Irish people who's watching this knows what I'm talking about. RTE, the TV licence crew of cronies, they were like taking all our money that was paid for TV licence, which is quite expensive. I think it's 180. It shows you how often I've paid the TV licence. But all that money I was used for stupid things like flip-flops. This spend was a €3,000 on flip-flops.
So blame the government and RT.
RT and government, all the same shite.
That's it.
Troublemakers,
Comment section,
all that
come on. Tell me what you think about this. On another note, there's a Father Ted quote for everything.
Father Ted is like a sitcom. I don't know when that actually was on TV, but I love that as a kid. It's so funny. For anyone that has not watched Father Ted, you need to watch Father Ted. And I actually need to show him Father Ted because it is gold entertainment. Love it. It sums up, I think... Oh, Jesus. Whoa! There's like a load of birds here. I'm okay with nature, but I didn't expect that. But yes, guys, check out Father Ted. It's so funny. I don't want to ruin any of the gold moments there because I'm actually going to get himself to watch it and then see what he thinks of Father Ted and his family. You'll have a cup of tea. Go on. You will. Go on, go on, go on.
We're going on with you can't beat Irish mummies. We already, not talked, but we mentioned it. But you want to explain that one?
There's nothing much to explain.
They are in very much a high regard here, and they are mummies, not moms. Or, am I saying it correctly?
Yeah. Well, everyone calls their, like some people calls their mums ma.
Okay.
There's ma, mum.
But yeah, in any discussion, English language, you can't beat Irish mummy.
No, they're the rulers of the mess. They're the ones that put down the ground rules for the house. They're the one that feeds all the children, looks after the place and keeps the men in line. No fool acting. That's why,
beats up the kids.
That's why men know not to cheat on an Irish woman.
What did you say you got? I don't know how you call it.
The wooden spoon.
The wooden spoon.
Or the slipper across the arse. They were good memories. I broke many of the wooden spoons.
a very important local tip is you must support your GAA team. If you never watched a match in your life, if they're in the finals, first of all, you will know about it, trust me. And second of all, you have to do it. It's law.
GAA is very important to Irish people. Now, I get in on the crack. Do I know any of the crack? No. Do I pretend like I do know the crack on GAA? Yes. But I usually just get all my information from GAA experts and then I regurgitate that information. But really, I don't know what I'm talking about.
And in case, because there's a lot of people here that won't know, I didn't know when I moved here. GAA is what? Yeah, not for the sense people don't know. It's a sport they play here.
Yeah, it's football like.
Yeah, it's not football.
It's not
It's
football for
GAA.
people to understand though.
To be completely honest, before I moved here, I've never heard of it. I didn't know it exists. Nobody plays it in Croatia. I don't know, you can tell me in the comment section, do they play GAA in your country? Is it played outside of
I
Ireland?
don't think, no, Jesus, no. GAA is Ireland. Irish the core.
Irish as it goes. Yeah, let's just do the last one. You can buy your entire wardrobe in pennies.
Oh, geez,
That
you
is
can, yeah.
one of the first lessons I learned, and that's the one I love. Socks, pennies. Ties, suits, pennies. Knickers, pennies.
Towels, cups, a hot water bottle, pennies. And Duns. I have to give you no like credit to Duns stores
pennies,
there.
pennies. She's shilling for dance now. And that would be all, I believe. There should be 12 of them. I stopped counting in the middle of the video, but yeah, there should be 12 things I learned from Irish people. Anywho, it's on a short side a little bit. We worked a lot this week, so we didn't have time to film. This is actually now Sunday morning, and you will be watching this as soon as I edit it. Our tip mentioned in the beginning video will be at the end of this, and this is the end of it. If you liked it, press the like button. If you didn't, press the dislike one. If you loved it, subscribe. Check our Patreon and our socials, and we will see you next week. Any last words?
Ciao for now, guys, and don't forget to call your mammies and your daddies, or your sister and your brother. And that's all I need to say about that. And those goddamn government people are ruining this country. And then, time for a cup of tea.